you've got something on Dallas and Washington. Now, this one kind of goes both ways, right? Like Washington needs the game, but there's certain circumstances that could be happening during the game that would make it go one way or the other. So what's your play here?
Yeah, I think this is low-key the second most interesting game on Sunday. Obviously, the Sunday night game is the big one, but this is going to determine where do the Packers end up, and that's the team I have my eye on for the long shot kind of path toward a Super Bowl possibly. I like the underdog here. Give me the Cowboys +5 against Washington. Really interesting game. We got Dan Quinn's Washington against his old team. We got McCarthy and Zimmer maybe coaching for their future. They certainly don't want to get embarrassed like they did a week ago. Dallas just won this game a month ago. They won by 8 points the week before Thanksgiving against Washington. And Washington in the last 6 weeks, which I think probably includes that game, Washington is 10th in DVOA. They're pretty good, but they're one spot behind the Cowboys. The Cowboys have been not terrible down the stretch. They just were out of it way too early for it to matter. But they've been league average offensively. They've been really good defensively. Not last week. They got crushed by the Eagles. But I think that Micah Parsons has changed this defense and made them really, really good again. And Mike Zimmer has found some answers with this unit. So Washington, the playoff team, their defense is the weak unit. And again, another team coming off an overtime game. Recurring theme here. We're going to tired defense and then some trends that favor the Cowboys. This was one that was on the Panthers as well. Teams that lose by 31 or more that are then 4-point underdogs or more at home, 67% ATS. I can't really get to better than Washington -1 or 2 here. The must-win tax came in and put this price toward Dallas to where we're going to cross the key number. So I like Cowboys +5. And then here's my escalator on this one. Rather than the money line, which is also a bad number, if Washington drops to the 7th seed, we talked about this before, that's a great spot for the Packers to go get the win, move up to the 6th, get a much better path. Packers -10 against the Bears. I'm not that worried about the Packers even after the Vikings. And I'm certainly not worried against the Bears, who are bad at everything right now. Chicago offense, bad on the road, bad from behind. Defense is bad early. I think that one could get away from Chicago. So here's the parlay here. Washington loses. Green Bay wins big. Green Bay sees Washington losing and is like, let's go, baby. Get out of here, Eagles. We get the better one. So Dallas on the money line, +190. Packers cover the 10. Put those together. That's the parlay, +457. And then the Packers, you want that future if that happens too.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. I mean, I still feel like there's an opportunity there, especially with all these games at 1 o'clock and then the 4 o'clocks kind of lining up where they need each other and have to watch each other, where there's like halftime. You probably get an idea where there's going to be some blowouts and some opportunities. So I do think having these like long tail parlays kind of in your back pocket for some pizza change will give you an opportunity while these games are going on.